Hello everybody, this is GeneralPolaris again, and if you recognize this, this is back in the last town that I showed you. Finally gave it a name. Its name is Skyward. I don't know why I call it that. Actually, I do. I was thinking about Link and Skyward Sword, but I don't know. No, I thought that's a cool town name. So anyways, as you can see, I got the little connected texture packs things going on. I'm trying it out, seeing how that looks like. Built a little house right there, and one of our players, Kratos, decided to build this right here. It's looking okay, and there's another house right there. It's not really finished, so he has to come on and finish that too. I built this pathway, which is new. It's a little building that I didn't finish building. There's also some buildings over there that look like they were destroyed. So anyways, there's a way up here into this thing that looks like kind of like old temple ruins. Well, not really that old, because all the floors here, it looks nice. I also spent some time building this. It's kind of a big fortress type of thing. There's nothing really inside of here. So still working on this area. Working on a building right there. And I've made a building right here. I'm going to build tons of buildings out here. Have most of the town actually located on this side of the mountain than the other side. But one thing I want to talk about is a feature that I put in, which is, I'm not sure if I talked about this in the last video. It's the adventure world, which I have right here. Well, this isn't the adventure world. This is just a little pool, which is actually a portal. So just jump in. Boom. Here. So anyways, I've been working in here too, building a lot. I've actually had some help from a moderator and 2 players. I'm actually trying to get people to come and help me, like trying to see some people on the forum, see if they want to be builders, and actually having people on my server who want to try to be builders too. So anyways, Lopez was helping me. He was building that thing. Well, can't see it from here, but this building right here, I really don't like it right now. It just looks like a giant, I don't know, it just seems like a giant simple shape, which I'm not really too excited about. I built these 2 buildings right here. Another player built this. I'm probably gonna fix it up a bit later or have him fix it up. Something that I like is that I can get players to help me and I could teach them about building and, just build a lot of stuff. So anyways, this is the first building that I built. It's pretty big. Has a lot of space inside. Not really much to talk about. It has a stairway going up. I tried making it look like a real building, make it look like something someone could live in. Zombies have been through here and just destroyed all the doors, so I gotta fix that later. There's 3 stories, not much on the 3rd story, just really empty. And a little patio thing. And there's a river. This river was just blown out by TNT and then just filled it up. I don't know why, but I thought for some reason water level was on level 64. I think that was at some point correct. But apparently it's on level 62, so now it's like a flowing river where it goes down a couple levels. So that's all that's in this, whatchamacallit. Seems to be a lot of noises. Let me turn those down. Okay, so, anyways. Oh yeah, there's a cellar here. There's not really anything in it. In fact, it's not even complete yet. Let's just walk down here. Empty cellar. Back door to here. Alright. And over here we have a little walkway. There goes a zombie that's not burning up. And we have another building over here. But these little street lamps and these trees. There was a temple that pretty much crossed over into the grasses, which I thought was like really crazy, and I've been trying to get rid of it. And I built this and kind of intersected with one of its towers. So I've been building this too. It's like an apartment complex type of thing. Well, flats actually, each one has its own house type of thing. So anyways, I've just been trying to add buildings. I built those 2 and a small building right there, which is going to be like a little office. And I've also built this wall, which I've been trying to build exactly on the border of the deserts and the grasslands, which I have done a pretty good job so far. Pretty much just clicking F3 and seeing what it is. So, it gets all crazy, squiggly. But the cool thing about it is when it rains, like I've noticed this when it rains on one side of the wall but not the other, and I really like that. So, really excited about this. And also I could have like some sort of thing happening around here. Since they're separated, there's a desert going this way, grasslands going this way, and a forest happens later over there. I think that's it that's new. I actually want to talk about some updates that I'm going to be doing to the server, but I want to make sure that I got everything. Yeah, I think that's it. I think Kratos was going to help me build a building right here. I'm probably going to finish it in this episode. So anyways, I guess I could be building while I tell you about the update. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to keep it like that. Okay, so I actually wanted to do an update to make the server more of an RPG type of server rather than a PvP. If y'all don't know, the reason it's a PvP server is because I had this friend and we played on the same server, and it was a PvP server, and we both really liked playing on it. And he owned a PvP server, but it closed down, and that was the end of it. So we decided to open up a new one and start over. And so it's been a PvP server. It had a lot of people join. I pretty much started reaching up to about 20 people at a time. But then after that, my friend decided to open up his server and recruited a bunch of our players. And unfortunately, like I'm not I'm not mad that he took players, but he kind of alienated a ton of players, and now they don't play on either server now. So it's kind of upsetting. But I'm starting to get new players now. We're starting to push up into the double digits again. So there's a lot, well, double digits as in at a time. Right now there's nobody. I don't know why, but while I've been playing, I've noticed that people get on at very specific times. I'm not really sure why, but this seems to be a time that people don't get on. They usually get on either in the morning or in the afternoon. They don't seem to get on during the day or late at night when they used to do such things. Let me get some of this glass. Okay. So anyways, a lot of people throughout the day join too. There's new players and people join at different times of the day. So it's kind of a hard thing to explain, but throughout the day there's probably around 30 to 40 players that have played at some point in the day. So that's kind of interesting to take into account, but we don't seem to get much of them at the same time. Right now, we're just getting like 9, 10 people at a time when they do come on. Okay. Another thing that I want to talk about is an update that I'm going to do to the server. One of the updates is going to be, oh, I already talked about this. It's going to be an update for RPG. Actually, let me finish building this building and I'll get back to you guys. Hello guys, and we're back. I want to make a little correction to what I said just a bit earlier in the previous recording. I was stating that how the server got hurt after my friend decided to recruit players to his server, but I gave that's information is a bit wrong. What actually happened was there was a player who was a part of my server who liked to make a bunch of trouble. So for some reason, she was recruiting people to the other server, even though she was told not to. Mostly because she likes to PvP. Even though she's not a good PvPer, she likes to take advantage of people, especially people who just join and spawn kill them. So she was just taking players from my server into the other server to get her kill count up. And what ended up happening is that she got banned from both servers, and she keeps begging to be put back onto the servers and being unbanned, but we're probably never gonna let that happen. So, anyways, that's pretty much what actually happened. Let me think. What else? So anyways, that's how she ended up alienating a bunch of players, and that's why both of our servers are ended up hurting. Um, and something weird that I've noticed is our players get on at different times. Like, his seemed to get on, you know how I was saying ours get on sometime during the morning and afternoon. His come on more during the day, and I've always thought it was kind of weird. It's like, well, actually, no, it makes kind of sense. Like, the players that were taken from my server must have been on when she was recruiting, so she must have been recruiting at this time. And people usually have a hard time, like, well, I guess people don't like getting on the server when there's nobody on, which I don't really understand because they're like, oh, nobody's on, I'm gonna leave. And then someone else joins and they're like, oh, there's nobody on, I'm gonna leave. If they decide to just stick on to the server for like a couple minutes, they'll see somebody else got on. Because that actually does happen a lot, where one person logs in, then they log out, another person logs in, then they log out. And I think they're just looking for other people, and they're just like missing them by a couple minutes. Okay. Oh yeah, the updates. Okay, like I stated a couple times before, we are having updates. And let me explain what these updates are. I've named them different things. The first one I like to call is the Senate update, which is actually, for some reason I've been like, I don't know, I like Rome, and like the Roman Empire. Like it just got into my mind and I like hearing about it and it's like crazy stuff. So anyways, I decided to call it the Senate update because, you know, the Roman had senates. Well, a senate. Saying senates like multiple senates. Maybe they did, I don't know. I'm not good at history. So anyways, they had a senate, and what this update is actually going to do is it's going to have 3 nations. Because I watched someone do a Let's Play on Rome Total Conquest, and they had 3 houses in Rome. And I know from history that they actually did have these families, which were powerful families, and pretty much I think some guy by the name of Brutus ended up overthrowing the Roman king, and that's how it started. So pretty much there's gonna be 3 houses, which are gonna be the 3 nations on the Townie server. So there's literally going to be 3 nations. I'm not really sure who's gonna be in charge of them. If it's either gonna be admins or players or what's gonna happen, but chances are they're probably not gonna get so much say in what happens. Most of it's gonna be like more of a figurehead. That's all they're gonna be doing. And the towns join the nations. They pick which nation they want to join. Oh, this looks kind of weird. What'd I do? Oh, okay. Okay, and we're back for a second time. Um, Seem to be getting interrupted a lot today. So anyways, sounds like we might get interrupted soon. So anyways, like I was saying, well actually, you probably wouldn't hear this part because I'm probably not going to add it in the video. I was talking about the change in ranks. We're changing ranks a bit. We're going to include more colonization and Senate missions, which is something that I'm planning on adding, which is pretty much what just the admins and the moderators are going to come up with goals for towns to meet. And if they meet them, they get, well, prizes, or whatever you want to call them, awards. And there's also, like, I have this list of things that we're talking about, and one of them is called the Senate update, and another one's called Empire updates. And there are 2 different updates that came up at different times. So the first one just goes over the Roman thing and colonization, Senate stuff, adventure ranks, and the opening of this adventure world, which is going to happen soon. This next one, just for a brief little update, is pretty much just has to do more with towns and giving them a chance to grow bigger and larger and have more recruitment. So hopefully that will help more players get on, and well, both of these updates are pretty much just designed to get more players and to diversify what we're doing. Because right now we're changing over from mostly PvP to RPG. There's still going to be PvP because it is a townie server, and you can't have a townie server without PvP. Um, so I think that's everything. I know I left out a ton of things from the list, but that's just because I need to make up for the time that we lost while getting interrupted with different things. I also finished this building up a little bit. It's going pretty good. Just a small building. Probably gonna have a door right here. Alright. Also, the thing I was saying about earlier about people getting on at different times, it's 2:42 right now, and a ton of people just started logging on. I have no clue why this happens, but they just like getting on at very specific times during the day. So anyways, this building is done. I'm probably gonna decorate the inside along with this building. This building has not been decorated on the inside. So I hope like what I've shown y'all. I've done a lot of work on this and the other towns, and yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, also, I am also going to do recordings on how to do NPC tutorials. Well, I am going to do an NPC tutorial. I'm going to show you how to create NPCs and how to do traders, sentry mod. Well, it's not a mod, it's a plugin. These are all plugins, so they're all for bucket servers. So hopefully I could help out some people with that. So thank y'all for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time.